Hi guys, welcome back. We are covering Lab 9, Easy 220, Microsoft Azure IoT Developer. And this lab is all about integrating IoT Hub with the event grid. So like every other lab, make sure that we have the lab guide open, the portal open, and you have your event reference detail in handy. And if you want to know where the URL is, you can always check in the description of this video. I have given you the URL to the guide. So you can take your time, you can read the scenario to understand where is that applying. And in this lab, as we mentioned earlier, we're going to focus on creating a logic app, configuring it, and then creating new device to trigger this particular logic app. Right, and let's move to lab 9 exercise 1, where we verify the lab prerequisites. So yeah, we have both, meaning to say the resource group as well as the IoT hub in place. So just like every other lab, we are before I start, I'm going to just do a little cleanup here. So I'm going to restart because I've already opened it and I have left it stationed for some time. As such, it's taking time. So I'm restarting my Cloud Shell. So open your Cloud Shell. If you have already opened, you can restart. And if it's ready for receiving command, good. If you don't have it, you see an icon beside the search bar. If you hover on it, you can also see that it is written as Cloud Shell. You can click on that to also open the PowerShell terminal. So similar to the other labs we have done previously, we're going to replicate the same process now. So I am waiting for my bash shell to start. Alright, we are ready now. Let's see what do we have inside here. So we have several files. I am going to move lab 08 setup.zip into lab 8. Okay, you can do that also because I want to have a clean view so that you don't get confused. So I'm going to just do that. So now if I'm going to see, I'm having a clean view. Lab 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 certificate and card drive. Okay, let's proceed. And if you don't want to do it, it doesn't matter. So if you can see, let's upload the document. Click on the icon up here on the icon called upload and download file. Click on upload. Navigate to the folder where you have downloaded GitHubs. So I'm going to click on my folder directory, and yeah, we are in the lab 9. We're going to click on setup and we're going to navigate the setup file. So I'm going to click open. So it has completed. If you can see, it says completed. Alright, good. And now I can double check by clicking on ls, and yeah, I do see the file here. Okay, I'm going to make a directory. So to make it easy, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy all this tree. I'm going to paste it at one go. It has already executed all. So how do I know it has executed? When I enter in, I'm going into here. So you can check back again to see what are the files inside it. So you've already moved, you created the directory, you moved the directory, and you are in the directory. Okay. And now we're going to change the permission of the directory by pasting this, right? And next is Remember the open editor, open the editor. Let's enlarge a little bit. Navigate to lab 9. Click on that, the setup file. Make sure you copy the unique ID. Replace your unique ID here with that. And my region, I replace it with my location here. I'm going to click this three dot, click save, and then I'm going to close the editor. Okay, we have done that. And next, we move to setting up the document. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste the command and press enter. Okay, so let's look at what is already there and what's not there. Yes, whatever required is already there. Great. Now let's look at it. You will see output for each step. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to copy this and we're going to paste it one by one. So let's see what's the output. Okay, so let's run the second command, paste, and let's run the third command. Okay, running on it. Okay, and okay, so right. Okay, yeah, this is what we see. Registration is ongoing and you can monitor. So what they are saying here is it may take 15 minutes or longer to complete. Alright, so we can check if it is completed. Let's see, we can paste that command here and see if it works. Let's copy this, copy, and we paste it here and run. Alright, here we go. You can see all the files. So meaning to say it has already installed. Okay. So let's see what it is telling now. Good. Meaning to say it's already installed. So that completes for our exercise 1 of the lab 9. Alright, so before we go to the next step, alright, exercise 2, let's move on. Task 1. To create a logic app resource, we have to go to the Azure portal and we're going to create new resource. Okay, so what we're going to do is at the marketplace, so you can either click on all resources and then, or you can just click here, right? So I'm going to click here logic app. So here we are, logic app. I'm going to click that. So if you don't see that, meaning to say you may need to get that resources in. So you need to search over here and get it in the logic app. So in my case, we just opened it, logic app. So here we are in it. Okay, and then no logic app display. Since I have explored this earlier, so I'm not seeing a button here as click to create. But in your case, you will see a button here, click to create. So I'm going to add, right, and okay, I have row opened similar like you. Let's do it together. And I have chosen my AC220 my resource. I'm going to put this as logic app KB2103. That's my ID, and Southeast Asia. Search for Southeast Asia. Right, got it. And then leave this to be set this to off. Means says none. Don't click. Don't click. Preview and create. Okay. Now then you're going to say create. Alright, we got it. Now it's deploying. Okay. But and deployment succeeded. Alright, great. Now we're moving to the next task where we're going to configure the logic app. So what do I have to do? Alright, on the resource group, where am I going to see it? So you can always go to dashboard if you are here, and then you can refresh if you don't see your resource has been created. So if you see here, I already have the logic app we created just now. So I'm going to click on that. Alright, let's see what we have here. Under the start with the common trigger. Okay, let's search start with a common trigger. So do we see anything as such? Start with a common trigger. Search for it. Let's look for it. What do they have out here? So, okay, let's search for it. We're going to build an app. So I'm going to click. So I'm going to search HTTP request. Okay, when a HTTP request is received, you see here, I'm clicking that. Right, so here under right, okay, it's going to be JSON schema. So we're going to click the use sample, right, and done. Use sample to load. There's none sample here, I guess. So here what we're going to do is we're going to copy this and we're going to paste it here. We're going to say done. Alright, and then so yeah, it's already populated. we can see that. Okay, and then add the new parameter. Is there anywhere stated what parameter we're going to choose? We got nothing, so I'm going to go to the next new step. Right, so when a HTTP request is received, we are searching for the next part of it. So below choose an operation, so it's an action here. They have changed it to choose an operation. So we're going to search here Outlook. So okay, this is where I am coming in with so for those who think that your Outlook you have not set it up, for a common one I'm going to say Gmail. So let's look at Gmail. Now instead of Outlook, I'm going to say Gmail. So I'm going to say send an email version 2, but this time instead of Outlook I'm choosing Gmail. Okay, and then we are clicking on the connectors, meaning to say the application. I'm going to say I'm going to just put my Gmail account here. Okay, and I'm going to say use no, just sign in, and I'm going to put in my details. So you put in your details. I'm actually doing it in the background. I am allowing Azure App Service Logic app to access my email. So yep, let it's creating. So it may take us several minutes, and so yeah, so this is what I'm doing in the background. So since I choose Gmail, I have a pop-up requesting me to sign in into Gmail account with my password, and then it is ready. Ta-da! Okay, so here enter an email address. So here what I'm going to do is I'm going to enter my own email ID. Okay, and then here I'm going to choose a subject and a body. Okay, so at the subject I'm going to put here IoT alert, right? So at the body, the alert. That's okay. I'm just creating this, and this I'm going to say here as right. Okay. So there are dynamic aspect here. So I'm going to put event type. Okay. So and I'm going to put here the hub name, and then the device ID, and then here the connection state. Clean up a little bit. We got it right, and here I'm gonna just leave it as is. So we have a dynamic. Okay, we examined, it's all looks fine. Okay, we have already completed. So let's see if we have event. Alright, so you see, I haven't put the event type here. I'm going to remove this occurred at, and here is the event type. So I'm going to choose event type up there as well. Connection state. Right. So, and yeah. So we click next step. I think we don't need this. And yeah, that's all. And I'm going to say save. So let's see. We're going to copy this URL. Okay, we're going to paste it here. Right. And then let's, and then, okay, so this is the URL. Okay. I am just copying. Yeah. Right. So we okay, you can see. So we copy this and we are pasting it here. Right. I hope it works. I don't know. Seems to be doesn't work, but it's okay. We got the URL. We saved the URL in the reference document as the temporary data. We are saving it. Good to go, and we have done it. Well, that completes the exercise 2. And yep, here we go. Then we will, shall we continue to complete it? Alright, I guess it's only another exercise, so I do not want to split the video. And let's complete the that 9 as well. Okay, and we're going to navigate back to dashboard. So refresh. Alright. Oh, we can see the API connection because of Gmail. If you have Outlook, it will be Outlook. Okay. And IoT AC training KVID. We are clicking on the IoT hub. Okay. And click on the event. So let's look at event. Do we see anything as event? Okay, yeah, I do. So click on the event and let's see. Okay, so event subscription, we click on that. We're gonna copy this. I'm gonna paste the name here. And then we ensure that event schema is create schema. We leave the topic unchanged. Under the event type, so system topic name. Is anywhere that the topic name is given? Okay. This is for subscription. Alright, my device create event schema, set it to event schema, topic details, section unchanged. Alright, and then we are going to the event type. Here we're going to say filter except for default. device. Event type, and then we're going to create event created. Okay, we are going to select everything except for event created. All the choices. Okay, so it's the other way around, guys. The other way around, deselect everything and only event created. Done. And the endpoint here, what we are looking at. Click webhook. Great. And then right endpoint, select an endpoint, and now we're going to copy the URL. We're going to paste it here, confirm selection. Okay. At the top of pane, we select filter. Okay. Under the advanced filter, add a new filter. Key is enter subject, enter subject. Alright, sorry. We enter subject. Under operator, strings begins with. Here, we are going to choose device sensor TH. Okay, are we done? Alright, and then we're going to say create. It's done, and we are almost finishing lab 9, and that's quite fast. Though it took roughly about 30 minutes to complete the whole event. Let's see what's the error. Okay, so there's something wrong with this part of it. Okay, so let's go back again just to check. Enter device sensor. So what we're going to do is we are perhaps, let's go back again. Do we have the device? We didn't copy that. Okay, I believe probably because just now I have made some mistake over there, right? And yeah, so I hope it deploys, and this time the deployment successfully created. So right, let's see whether it's successfully created. Yes, it is created. Great. So it's good that every mistake is being pointed out. So the last step here, we are going back to Azure portal, navigate back to it has already navigated back to this. We are going to Explorer here. We're clicking on devices. So in the field here, we are clicking on new device. So let's add new, click on it, and we're going to enter this particular field. the other fields default. Save. So they are asking us to create several other devices. So let's do that. Let's create another few more devices. Okay, we are creating another device with default value, and then we're going to create another device again with the default value. Copy this, create the last device, and here we go. Save it. Okay, done. We have all the devices up and running. Once you have added few devices to your IoT, check your email to see which one triggered the logic app. Okay, let's see which one triggered the logic app. So now it's the time that you go to your Gmail, and let me show you which one triggered. Okay, this is interesting. So I've already opened my email. Let me minimize it so that we can see. 50 has created the device sensor. Right? So the next which triggered is 30. So 50 and 30, these two has actually triggered in the system. Meaning to say, we have the lab 9 successfully completed. So there we go. Have fun and tata bye bye. Don't forget to subscribe.